Hello and welcome to our 3-night break here in Tromso in the Arctic Circle. Amazing place. We've been here before and we loved it, so we thought we'd come back and have a deeper dive, basically, just to see what we can do.
And we thought we could see if we could do it on a budget.
That's the challenge. See what we can do on a budget here and enjoy Norway. And
don't forget though, we're in Norway and it's expensive.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? All right, stay tuned and join us and see how we get on here in beautiful Tromso. Tromsø is gateway to the Arctic, and having already been to Antarctica in 2025, this was an adventure that had to be done, and we knew this place could provide us with a whole lot of snowpack fun. So a 3-night break it was, and we also knew that Norway could be an expensive trip. So when we spied a bargain to go to Tromsø at the end of April, we snatched it up.
Our flights were not direct, instead taking us via Oslo airport with a 2.5-hour stopover, which provided a chance for a bit of lunch. And having left Heathrow late morning, it was evening before we touched down in Tromsø airport. Our first challenge was to select the best way to get from the airport to the hotel. Like fools, we fell for the trap of using the Tromsø Airport Express.
This was about 250 Norwegian kroner for 2 people, about £18, and we bought tickets on the bus. And the bus stop was right outside the baggage reclaim hall, and this kind of lured us in. And once aboard and waiting patiently for the bus to depart, a quick internet search revealed that we could have got a taxi for a similar price, and if we just walked across the car park to the other bus stop, we could have saved ourselves a fortune and taken the public Svipper bus, which was just 26 kroner each way. That's under £4 for the both of us, and that saving could have bought us a beer. Just one beer, not one each. One to share, Anyhow, more of that later.
It was a pleasant 20-minute bus ride on the Airport Express, which dropped us to the Scandic Icehav Hotel.
And from there, it was a couple of minutes walk to our hotel, the Home Hotel With, and check out our separate video review of this rather pleasant harbourside hotel.
Check-in was easy. Room 306. Thank you, that'll do nicely. And look, pasta bolognese dinner on the house and included in the room rate. Is it possible that we could do this trip without spending lots of money? Let's go and explore this winter wonderland.
You're not cold?
No.
It's snowing.
Boiling.
It isn't.
Balmy weather.
Officially, it was -3 degrees as we wandered through the snowy streets, but it was kind of pretty chilly if you ask me. So we found a bar, and no ordinary bar. The Blar Rock Bar is Tromsø's premier live music venue, and once inside you immediately get this. And the entire place is a homage to the 1980s and 90s alternative music scene, with memorabilia from bands like The Cramps, The Pixies, The Cure and Echo and the Bunnymen.
And Si was in his element, but there were some important matters to attend to.
So, as is customary when we travel, it's time for beer review, and we're in the Blar Rock Bar in Tromsø, and Nettie is trying...
The Mac
Icebjorn?
Icebjorn, that's it, yeah, the Mac Icebjorn.
Okay, it's just brewed over the road in the Ølhallen Brewery, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Okay, give it a go.
Right, let's try. First time trying.
Ooh.
Oh, it's quite hoppy.
Mm.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's not as nice as ones I've had before, but yeah, it's quite nice.
Okay, out of 5?
3.
A 3, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a low score for you.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. And on that bombshell.
Right, Si, it's your turn now for the review, the beer review.
Beer review, okay. Well, I've gone for the Nordlys, which is the premium Pilsner, supposedly. And compared to what you were drinking, it's a bit darker. So, what's it taste like? It's clean. It's quite gassy. Quite hoppy. Oh, yours was hoppy. This is hoppier, I would say. Nearly Easter, or just at Easter. Yeah, quite fresh, clean, very hoppy. Almost like a pale ale, actually. Almost like a pale. Yeah. It's good though.
What would you give it out of 5 then?
That's a 4, but just scraped a 4.
Okay. Happy drinking.
Cheers.
And this awesome bar became our home for the evening.
That was a great night in that bar. We're just going to head back to the hotel now. We're tired. But apparently there's a 10% chance of us seeing the Northern Lights tonight. But if you look at the sky, I'd say 0% chance. It's cloudy. It's been snowing most of the night. So, anyway, a good start to our 3 days here, or 3 nights here in Tromsø.
And we walked back through the snowy streets to our hotel, and the snow falling made it feel such a pretty place to be. And even though it was April, it felt really Christmassy. We picked up some bottles of water costing £2 each from the 7-Eleven to hydrate before bed, and took in the views across the harbour. Are you pleased to be back in Tromsø, Sámi?
So one of the money-saving tips we've used on this trip is to go off-season. We're going at the end of April, and well, that means we're kind of past the main peak Northern Lights visiting season, which goes sort of like November through to March. And then we're also before the June to sort of September season, which is the summer season. We've obviously still got snow here, but the town is really noticeably sleepy. One of the disadvantages of coming at this time is that the town or the city's main attraction, the Ølhallen gondola, is actually closed, and this is when they do maintenance. So that's one thing just to check. We didn't know that before we came here. We found out, after we've arrived, which is a shame because we were looking forward to going up the mountain. We've been up before, and it is absolutely stunning up there. But it does mean that we're going to have to make a plan B for this trip. But there's stuff to do here, and we wanted to come and do other stuff in any case. So that's what this trip's all about. But, you could certainly save quite a bit by coming off season. We stood and admired the views across the harbour to Ølhallen and marvelled at the gorgeous Arctic cathedral. We've been inside previously and we know how stunning the interior is. So where's Nettie heading now? What have you found?
My drink bottle.
What happened to your drink bottle?
It fell out my pocket.
Oh, have we just walked halfway around Tromsø trying to find it?
Yeah.
Oh dear. And after that, we turned into bed knowing that we needed to be up early in the morning for Nettie's special treat. It was day 2 and we were excited for today as we had plans to do something that was on Nettie's bucket list, and that was to feed some reindeer like a good Santa's little helper.
We were up at 8 AM for breakfast, and this was really good. And we loaded up on calories to keep us warm in the snow. There had been even more snow overnight. It is the Arctic, not sure why we were surprised at all. Well, we've had a bit of snow overnight, look! Whoa, and it's still snowing. We're all ready for excursion. You guys are certainly dressed for an Arctic adventure.
Well, good morning.
Morning!
We're a bit better dressed today for the weather. It's certainly been cold and snowy overnight, anyway, today we're trying to do this holiday on a budget, but there is one exception because somebody here has this thing about getting selfies with different animals. And today is the day that she's going to add reindeer to the list of animals that she gets a selfie with. So we've decided to splash a little bit of cash, and we're going to go out and feed some reindeer today. Yeah. And hopefully learn a lot about the Sámi culture as well, which is the educational part.
I'm really looking forward to that too.
And you just want to feed a reindeer.
Not just feed the reindeer.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so join us on this adventure, and then we're kind of making it up as we go along after that. But Tromsø is an amazing place. Look how lovely and beautiful.
I think we're going to go to the tourist information, aren't we?
That's the plan.
Yeah, when we come back and find out what we're going to do.
Speak later. We made our way to the pickup point, and the bus we needed was clear and obvious, and we joined the queue. This was a 50-minute bus ride out of Tromsø up into the mountains to a Sámi reindeer farm, and the scenery from the bus was spectacular. However, we soon arrived.
Why are you hobbling, Si?
We've just arrived here at the Sámi farm with the reindeer, and I've already taken a tumble and twisted my ankle like an idiot.
This was a gorgeous setting with huts and yurts constructed for shelter and roaring fires alight to keep us warm. But there was other business afoot.
Someone's off to go and feed the reindeer. So exciting. And there they were, an entire herd of reindeer who knew exactly what time the bus full of visitors with buckets of food would arrive to feed them. They're not daft. What you got there?
Bucket.
What's in the bucket?
Special reindeer food.
Off you go.
Thank you.
In the centre, yeah.
We have to go in the middle.
You said in the centre, this one's jumping up at you. Hello. And Nettie waded right into their midst with a bucket of food, and then the fun really started.
Oh, look at them, so cute.
What we come for?
Hello.
one side.
This one here's coming around to have a look.
Oh.
Old one antler Pete there. Oh, look at this one here, look. Yeah, they're the ones that are sensitive antlers, you can't touch them. Yeah, we won't touch those. Oh dear. Getting feisty there.
He's kicking the bucket.
It did literally kick the bucket, there you go. This one's going to kick the bucket as well. He's got spiky things.
Let this one have some.
Got a friend?
Yeah. It's Rudolph. No.
So this is quite a lot of fun. We're feeding all the lovely reindeer, and yeah, there's a net over there. She's getting as many reindeer selfies as she can.
Yeah. Oh, I get a good one.
Oh, this fella's coming in.
Oh, I should have got that on video.
I did. Don't worry, I'm videoing.
Did you?
Oh dear, loads and loads of fun. Enjoying this. They are amazing. Really cute.
The fires outside provided vital warmth when we needed it, and Si went a wandering.
What a spot this is, and what a place to come and feed these incredible reindeer. What an experience. Really enjoyed it. And you feed them out your hand, and because they got no teeth at the front, it's like getting a big wet sloppy kiss. Really wonderful experience. Really enjoyed it. Nestie's had the best time. She's been snapping selfies, playing all the reindeer. Really enjoyable, and we're high up in the Arctic and it's snowy and it's just perfect, absolutely perfect. We're gonna go and have a meal afterwards. It's reindeer stew. Sorry, Rudolph. And then I'm really looking forward to going to get a lecture on Sámi culture from the guides here. This is their farm, this is their way of life. Really looking forward to that.
Where are you heading, Si?
Fresh snow, nobody's trodden on it.
Why is Simon doing a snow angel over here all on his own?
Like to leave your mark? Some things just have to be done on fresh snow. This was a wonderful winter scene. The snow's getting heavier, isn't it? Brilliant. So we retired inside one of the timber cabins for some tasty reindeer stew. How's the reindeer stew, Nettie? What's it like?
It's really nice, actually. It's more gamey type steak. Really flavoursome, really nice.
Then a fascinating lecture on the life and customs of the Sámi people. And we learned about their farming lives and their family lives too. And we learned of their heritage and the traditions they keep alive after thousands of years living in these snowy lands. And the reindeer stew was yummy. Sorry, Rudolph.
Empty bowls all round.
Got back aboard the bus and headed back to Tromsø.
So did you enjoy your reindeer feeding, and did you get your reindeer selfie?
It was amazing. I did. I got numerous reindeer selfies and I absolutely loved it. They're so much fun, and I liked how they kept on pushing each other out of the way and things, and we got plenty of time to spend time in there with them and to get to know them, you know, the bossy ones and the little tiny ones. Yeah, it was really good, a really good experience. But I did really feel guilty because after that we had a really lovely time learning all about the Sámi culture, which was absolutely amazing. But the thing was, we got given some reindeer stew, and I just did really feel guilty after like petting them, stroking them, making friends with them, and then eating one of them. I did feel guilty, but it was so tasty.
It was tasty.
It was, yeah.
Oh, well.
But I would give it actually a 5 out of 5
Good
for an
experience,
experience. It was absolutely great. I would love to do it again.
And we did it in the snow.
And the snow, that made it even more wonderful and magical.
So are you going to try and see the Northern Lights then?
Well, we checked the forecast and the skies were still full of snow. Not sure we see anything tonight, so let's make another plan then. Shall we head to the Tourist Information Office and get ideas?
Oh no, it's shut. They are having a meeting all afternoon, it seems.
So we headed back to the hotel to freshen up and change, and then we headed into Tromsø's main high street for a spot of shopping, and souvenirs were needed of course, and we explored Tromsø's centre, past the Rocket Bar which serves tasty hot dogs as well as beers of course, but we fancied something sweet, so we walked up past the Perspective Museum to Cafe which we enjoyed on our previous visit. Shut? Oh no!
Hang on, didn't Wills and Rach from Postcard and a Pint find a nice cafe in the old fort?
And Barstrua is an excellent find. Thanks guys. This cosy little cafe sits within the old buildings right in the heart of Tromsø's old fortress. It would be so easy to walk right past it.
You mean like we did last time?
Well, 2 hot chocolates and slices of tasty homemade apple cake it was. And the verdict, Nettie? And this place gets the Cooks Explore seal of approval too.
Hang on, is that sunshine? It is. And we took a lovely walk along the harbourside area to the brilliant photo arch.
And this spot gives splendid views of Tromsø Bridge across the Fjellheisen and the gorgeous Arctic Cathedral, which is perfectly framed if you stand and pose by the arch. Well, we've had a lovely walk around the city, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had an amazing time.
It's a fantastic sort of photo spot where you can get your selfies and all that. It's really pretty across to the Arctic Cathedral.
It's gorgeous. The sun's come out now as well, which is it's amazing coming off the snow. It's just lovely, isn't it?
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, we've had a nice cake and a hot chocolate, didn't we?
Yeah, one of the nicest about doing YouTube is that you meet other YouTubers and you sort of communicate with other YouTubers. Big thank you to our friends at Postcard and a Pint.
Yeah, thank you for the recommendation. It was amazing.
And Stewart, it was called.
That's right. And the people actually said thank you to them to recommending it.
That's a really good recommendation. Bar Stewart, just at the old fortification, the part in the old town there.
Oh, and the apple cake. We had the apple cake. Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. 5 out of 5, definitely.
It's quiet though. We're off season. It's not sort of high season.
So it's quite eerie at times, isn't it?
It is. It is.
But it's nice.
Sun's out.
It's nice.
You know, and obviously the sun stays out late now.
Yeah.
So we're going to wander back down. We're going to try and find this brewery, I think, later on, and have a go at the brewery. All right, stay tuned.
We wandered back through the city centre. We walked up the hill to the School of Music building before looping round to admire the views across the city, and again the views were stunning.
Like lots of Scandinavian countries, there are bookable public saunas you can visit, and Tromsø is right on the fjord, and visitors throw themselves into the icy cold waters after a good bake. But snow angels will do us fine, thank you, and it was Nettie's turn to find a quiet spot of fresh snow and make the obligatory snow angel.
Then back to the hotel to save some money and eat the complimentary dinner, which was a tasty Thai chicken meal. We knew that every time we ate in the hotel, we were saving between £50 and £60, or maybe even more. This was how much meals cost us on our last visit to Norway.
So what did we spend all that money we saved on? Why, beer of course, and we headed down into the city to Ølhallen.
Tromsø's oldest bar, this is situated literally within the brewery building, and the selection of local and guest beers are phenomenal. There are so many to choose from. Which did you opt for, Si?
So we're in Ølhallen, which is Tromsø's oldest pub, and it's right attached to the brewery. And obviously you get it straight from the brewery, the beer here. It's fantastic. They've also got over 50 beers that you can choose from behind the bar, and they come from all over Norway, all over Scandinavia by the looks of it. An incredible selection. Right, tonight, beer review is the Staple of Tromsø, 1877. So here we go, first time. Oh, that's much nicer than yesterday's. It's a lot cleaner, less gassy, more refreshing. Still a little bit of hoppiness and a tiny little bit of citrus in it. But, very good. That's 4.5. Yeah, so Nettie, you went for something different. What did you go for?
Yeah, well, the one that I've got is called the Ginger Ninja. So it's actually an alcoholic ginger beer.
Right.
And it's made with Nordic berries.
Well, it looks like blackcurrant.
It does,
Okay.
but it doesn't taste like blackcurrant.
Okay, give it a taste test.
Oh, it is like the old-fashioned ginger beer, but with almost like a sort of a berryish taste, aftertaste.
Right. Very good. We're going for a second slurp.
Yeah, it's sweet, fairly sweet, but it's just got that fiery ginger beer taste. I really like this. I would give it a straight 5. I really do like it.
Do you think your friend behind you would like it as well?
Well, he had a little sip earlier and he liked it.
Okay, okay, good review.
So we stayed in this brilliant bar and enjoyed a few more.
If you want great lager, follow the bear. Hang on, am I in the right country?
What's this? More beer reviews?
Hey, what you got?
I've got a Mac Mango IPA. I'm going to give it a try. Really good. Really crisp, clean, and very mango-y. Right, Si, 5-second review.
Okay, Mac Pilsner. It's the lightest beer of the lot. Let's have a slurp. Oh, fresh, clean. Actually, the best beer I've had yet in Tromsø. The beers were going down too easily, and our plans to save money on this trip were evaporating fast. Very fast.
And eventually, sense got the better of us and we headed back to the hotel.
We're just heading back to our hotel. A great night at the brewery. It's time to turn in because we've got a good day, hopefully, exploring on the bus tomorrow. The first part of our Tromsø adventure had been brilliant, but probably more expensive than we planned for. But we'd had such a good time and we'd rediscovered what a brilliant and fun city this is.
Could we get our spending back on track? Well, we had a plan for the next day that wouldn't break the bank.
Watch our next video to see what we did. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, please leave a comment below.
If you want to see more of our adventures, why not subscribe?